I don't know. One of the amateur one,
David, yeah,
so get to you, and no one,
I don't know,
and so get to you, the February, not to say. A do brown watch it.
Okay,
so one be a damn walker cracker, be a condition, so now what do? And now one do be no here relative
okay,
was one way near. Into another dear says you better soon too. On the unfound Debbie I already were you bet me swaffow. Oh, maybe you didn't link it at the Lumba no more. Now I quite to say in Sukitua the fact at ye. And in Sukitua you pebreno. Also said the Akra Kwame. I don't know.
Of how much? And from me born you way, Obisa me born a good year. I don't know much about good year. I Obisa me born a good year.
I don't have from it. Eba a casa so. A casa.
One more woman who said, a man if you are, Kwame woman in my crow.
Madam, I know my right.
I know my right to go.
Send the party on your dad. Did you pass on? So now did you pass on near dear home? Do you know I know some why you be paying? So I said, I said, with your name to me, Council Kwame. Yeah, who's a Ghana former titrino? Or no best of the part is an interest.
Interest, no idea.
It's an interest. Oh, Biana and any dassy cabiso and say. If we are not any dead, we are never so. And I promise if you were home.
What was say Ghana for my neighbor? Come now, no problem. We are Berman Casabibre. Okay. The Obeyan say open white TV. Okay. No up 200 Ghana note no. Bear 5. Okay. Now they are shape. I'm
about 5 for the best.
1,000 Ghana cedis. Okay. Okwan waja to na say gomodi di ma na waja ho.
Me nua ba koso de oil ni say ya na wafa bank for no. Na wa pay $100 no. Wa pay mu no me no. Na odi a share pom. Na wa born $1 too. Okay. Say mama odi a $1. $1. Tibo so start okodi ya na friend rakasi. Say we pass e na say the osi ye yo ho no. E ma ho ye magiza. And you pen up as a wood.
Already had to buy any deal.
I see. Who got to say, can you put a gra? Because if you come here to her, you need the only yourself go be to home crowd.
I see. I got us one of us. I would as a cousin from my own.
You're well, bro.
And I won't cook.
Now, the Jack was supporting the family and go or the brony video.
I see.
Opa, my brony is about when I could know.
Once upon a time, I buy an uncle be the Jimmy Super Ewa. Okay. But it's soon as it. Me know why you be show be yabe. Show be yabe. Me mo be edi o.
Tomire do na boss ano. Oh, that be me so me mo di me to tomire do no. Show be yabe mo. Oh.
Me say, go no so me carry.
Oh, me so me carry. Say tomire do the late. Tomire do na be con the boss ano.
No,
show be yabe mo.
Show be yabe mo.
Show be yabe.
Ba kun so ya me de pa ni sa adwum we. Me de pa.
There.
Okay.
Yeah, me da no be am nim to.
Unim to.
Oh boy, I mebo.
Kessben.
I was just here with us. It is on here. Kwame kwako ye adwuma bi wa homa so aba na yakwa kwako di enkomo Achimota Forest no edibro ha bebre na no ede aba mameni the former Lands and Natural Resource Minister the Honorable Maakye enkodi enkomo ewo ahoma so embra no pay kwabena a review no chronicle the Bokrata no edibai say the Honorable Maakye akasi so say in the past na wonim the processes are lead to the aban ICC no especially with the claims ebusiafo no make it with respect to Achimota Forest. Honorable Maakye out to make a good morning.
Oh, morning, everything.
Erade de enkwache papa na unso
Oh, nyame adumo da chain.
Ete won kache pa.
Oh, yes, sure. Sure.
I see. Now, we are former Lands and Natural Resource Minister and Koma free Nami and Sasuni Besine Abbey no Amansem no Aye Bebre. The kind Achimota Forest na esi hono. Pajo waka wo say oni aban ya adwen because enkita hudi a na esese busuane ni aban di no ɛhyase afiri mu aban mu na wodi ho dwuma bebre ansa na wokɔ.
Na edikan ma men use first akonya on TTF. Na secondly so I'm say me guarantee interview to City FM.
Okay.
Because and the interview no me guarantee interview because you bomidin specifically Minister of Land and Natural Resources or my president Abujina person. So bomidin say me na me start the process. Until or say could be asked we can be at the show. So me about every mind to guarantee interview to City FM. It was very clear. I didn't mention Mr. A, Mr. B, Mr. C. Never 2 year policy, never 2 year. And a mama could 2 year. And I became and I was in the ministry for only 1 year. I was transport minister and I was reassigned to the Ministry of Land and Natural 2011. Into 2012, into remember 2 years, and I policy direction. And what legal issues now, remember 2 years. Maybe be a year or two. Implementation, I was not involved. But I took the opportunity to understand, to also let people know Professor Mills in the Butel of Forest Reserve. And yes, they are grow. And the interview me can say, Forest Reserve, you be cha, their man for first or monthly development. And a mute point. And a mute point. No government should do it. If you want to ensure that we maintain the ecology of the country, make sure that you put the bit to me, ensure food security and that. Why should we between you and I do down? They sit down. And it's possible, it's not done. So I told them clearly, I want you to go to the CTF, listen to the interview, not breaking it down to Ghanaians. And I showed exactly where we started from, what I got to. The implementation, I wasn't there. I didn't even take it to cabinet. But I called cabinet, the cabinet they will ask questions, because it's only the president of Ghana and the Ghana assassination, sir. And the constitution is very clear. He holds it in trust of the people and is accountable to the people.
Kessben.
Then to obedient to it to me, sorry, no conquer asasibia ni open open. So when the committee finished their report, we said, of course, that time I exited. So somebody also took it from there, and I'm sure he will do the needful.
Okay, but with all respect, Honorable, walk us through the genesis of Achimota Forest, maybe say walk us through the genesis. At the time, we were Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, a dear discussion, any conversation about up regarding Achimota Forest at that way.
Oh, I'm saying, no, because there was a petition.
Okay.
The petition that the buy, no family the buy. They were saying over the years, the government adjust as your compensation. Now, then, as 18 something to 19 something, you enjoy compensation. Now, government at I should amount for land. No, I landless. And also, myself, and some to now, my ministry people made it with your compensation 18 something for me. And I so then now I say, you shoot. Then you are on your co near Babituga. The Bonyamaya, no, I have my set up committee chaired by the Forest Commission.
Okay.
Chairman of because Onuna, I don't know, Ayo Moti, one day my set to me bomb fine. And the committee has finished to support other family. What have I born in Maya? Maybe I don't look, you get the point I'm making.
Yes, I do. And in short, no. At the time, I'm more by mono. Ebusuya, we believe us as a or modiano, at the petition by say, woman near Sassy, but one more send Crawford and Cruci assassin, right? Yes, for that reason, no, as I said, buying Lizzie assassin be more one.
Well, they said that because certain parts of the, still encounter the zone. So, what might say? It was a big petition, it was a long petition. So, as I said, when the petition was brought in, the committee sat down and looked at it. I'm wondering why they're not even asking the chairman of the committee, who was Mr. Afare then, who was the Forestry Commission, to tell you what the committee found out and the recommendations of the committee that went to the ministry. 10 years down the line, 10 years down the line, I just want to stay using this platform to say, I didn't mention any name. I only explained Professor Mills' vision.
Okay.
Now, Professor Mills, the policy, or ministry of government started ministry. It was started by another minister, another Alexander. And the policy, and that policy is to protect forest reserves. Because when your first is the brave or what me call around you know. Maybe 100 square kilometers. Now forest commission officer or Shesuno. Bear two. I put the poem because those days me call around. Well into put in the capital backwards. Or they share 100 kilometers of forest reserve. How much a bed now bomb by my legal law doesn't come to change the So that if the intention of Professor Mills was to ensure that we promote ecotourism and biodiversity conservation. So I say, forest reserve, you know, me Professor Mills and say you should give you yeah. Mum bongo ba mum fuck which me a bongo bang. Senya, I help here with food security, I help with the economy, and you know what I mean. So Professor Mills was very succinct, and so that policy was what I inherited from my predecessor, promoting the ecotourism and biodiversity conservation. Oh, bongo bang, shemukena, make sure say we protect it. My illegal people in Congo. So how do you get that? It's a clear policy direction. And I made it very clear. I didn't mention anybody's name. I don't even know whether Akufo-Addo's government or whether it's doing what Professor Mills did in terms of whether they are following our policy or what. I cannot tell. So I've been out there for 10 years. Maybe I'll read strands of it. Right? You know, but I'm just stating my position.
Okay.
Professor Mills or your beer. And I think that is a very clear, it's unambiguous. So we stated the position, more about the petition about the same baby who just asking the compensation. Because I'm running to say, would you be a constitution is also the protection from deprivation of private property. The constitution is because any panel one fire all these years and went to your compensation. Why is some baby me about 1 year? In your own wisdom, what would you have done? Wouldn't you set up a committee to go into the institutional record and find out exactly what it is?
But yes, also the circumstances currently. Do we have to redesign the Achimota forest? Because they say, as part of the ecosystem, preserve, Achimota forest, adani a prayer camp for civilians, a Empire with the Christian belief. Forest, any human activities are presumably it is almost as if forest does not really exist for its rightful purpose. No,
Professor Mills, if you listen to what I said,
yes,
and I granted the interview to CFM, I said promotion of ecotourism and biodiversity conservation. And if we're doing ecotourism, now the strategy is all mini hall. Are we going to strengthen forestry commission to do it?
Okay.
Or is it possible that you can leverage the efficiency of the public sector, of the private sector, and together with the public sector, to deliver quality service to the people? Now, imagine say, if it's done well, then the private sector probably are engaged in it. And then there's a proper agreement, public-private partnership agreement clearly. I don't think that an asset like this, the private sector will just allow opportunity. No one and Kofa Bank, which no one but Wabra only said that asset is what generates money, ultimate money business is sustaining. What must be that because I can't understand where there's an ecosystem has been developed well. Now making sure that you are improving on the flora and the fauna. Now they're solid. And there's cohabitation of the trees and animals together and that. Kessben. Imagine how beautiful the ecology would be like. With the Shekakum.
Yes.
What's the forest now?
Yes,
Kakakum
Yaji.
The first Nanka, young Kakakum, one in Janugu, and go for don't we make money from Kakum? Is the forest still not there? Is it not a way of protecting? This is Professor Mills thinking that informed the policy of the ministry. And that's it.
Matthew was honorable.
I want to so be about. I see a time in you just asking the area for reserve. 18 something, 19 something. Yes, there's a petition. It's my say, I have to receive the petition. My share, me, I'm going to be a she. Because that time I almost say, my acquiring, not to school crying here. long time. Like that. Maybe who those days in your course. This is only a committee. And the committee will look into it. They'll bring their recommendation. The recommendation bad, then the steps are there. As in brother better what steps I'm taking. I ain't remember me one because me know government lands now it's not the minister. I am responsible. I hold it for the president. So whatever comes, I have to go to cabinet. Yeah, I don't know, but I did a committee. The report came, and I'm out.
But what were some of the recommendations of the committee? Did the committee recommend say Yenfa part of the land, Emma the family what the rightful owners?
I can't easily recollect, but I'm sure somebody, because whoever took over from me can also speak to that.
Yes, but the report came whilst you were there, and I'm at all.
Yeah, no, but report. I didn't think that the detailed report came to me. The final report came to me.
Okay.
Maybe during the course of the report, maybe I had matters of it. I don't remember. 10 years down the line, a long time.
Okay.
But because implementation minimum. So if the implementation says that if I go into the detailed report, no, I say be a one scale kilometers to ensure intergenerational equity and to protect the integrity of the forest. No, no, 100 square kilometers or the mama. My head. You take that government on. You take that person on. Are you getting me? Are you implementation? If what about the implementation? Do the needful. So what's my say?
Yeah.
I get the point. I'm just dealing with the policy issue. What the minister is responsible for? So what's my say? And we also must make sure that we bridge the gap between implementation and policy. So I'll follow up. And the follow-up is setting up a committee. Come out with a report. The report shows that you have to protect the integrity of the forest, which by snappers that are taken from the report. Now, if Owu's families, yes, I don't even remember whether compensation you should do. I know which you and I do. Because Richard, you know what something? You know something. Mami, use opportunity to understand that government has something called power of eminent domain. That power is vested in government, which means that government can acquire any land in Ghana. So that's what I say. As long as government is going to use it for public use. But then the Constitution also states clearly, I've forgotten what the article says, that when government acquires those land, government must pay prompt, fair, and adequate compensation. Are you with me?
Yes, I'm with you.
It's also what that's the Constitution. Over the years, from what I saw was that when Professor Mills even came to power, he realized that the petitions now just so many lands are bad due over the years. Unfair compensation. Obviously, no, I actually na man for better coach. Dummy killer one. Oh, na na reserve. Because mugu na many papers. There's some more papers. Everybody saying. And why will the Forest Commission protect these lands? Are you getting me? Well, so Professor Mills set up a committee. No, I'm sure all government lands. What is the total government portfolio in terms of land?
Okay.
How much of it are you compensation, of which the legal interest of the pre-acquisition owners have been extinguished? How much of them are still outstanding? If it's still outstanding, does government still need those lands? If government doesn't need those lands, and he thinks that the new imperative is that the land is no longer needed, the Constitution says clearly what government has to do. The first option is to return it to the pre-acquisition owners.
Okay.
I just don't need that. I just set the record straight because my name was mentioned and how to tell you exactly what the NDC government policy was from Professor Mills.
All right.
Developers. I don't know what this government is. I don't know the details of what this government is doing.
Okay. Bravo, mami na wasi anope ni wadaje.
Let me position a mistake.
Okay.
Let me clarify. I'm in Kubi Bianco Jensen before I go for Kessben. I'm just stating my fact, what I know, what I inherited, and what I may pass on to the next minister. Period.
Me da say, anope mami na wasi ene wadaje. I'm grateful.
Thank you. Thank you.
And the Honorable Mike Hammer and Aminino Edin Kobono, former Lands and Natural Resource Minister, bringing us to 51 minutes after 7. Aha, a Kessben 92.9, 93.3 Kumasi across the country. We'll share live on Kessben TV. Mame kwa homani subiem na mene ora ni note edumwa wano eye osi ahene the fort edema osu na adope meneno eni enkomo ni wote nka adope good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Bacho na empomboko de
Nyaminko anadom.
Very well.
Someone can say me bekachi yanka me sheda manu yi na me sure be chi to.
Ni kakra na yeni hon komo. Atimota Forest, we are told sir the Owo family amuwo osu mona assassino eyemodia mu make claims to that particular stretch of land. Now mu claims are mu make as Owo family no it is based on which substance na yente mu nsema mo pese mu raise no asiye.
Yo for the sake of clarity no my main can say enye Owo family na ele claim but osu too is laying claim. The stool is laying claim. Now, and yet Owo royal family and a LA claim. Usu stool, which is the entire Usu. Okay, now the point is that we share acquisition now.
Yeah.
Okay. Later I'll give you details. But today I'm just about entering to court. So I'll do it brief. The government or the European or whatever, what do you call them? The colonial masters actually acquired from Usu.
Okay.
Okay. And those that claim today that that property has been given to them, or the government claim to have been given to the Owu, not Owu, Owu family and basically, okay, people. That property doesn't belong to them. And they have nothing at that particular place. That particular place where today we be here, that it has been given to, what do you call it, Owu family, okay? It is in the heart, the stomach of Osu.
Okay.
Now, let me quickly give you the landmark. That is the boundary between Osu and that side, okay? Now, if you know that area very well, Talo Oil, where they have their head office, okay?
Okay.
At Shiashi, that part, it is a boundary between, that is where we have our boundary, that is Osu and La, shares a boundary.
Okay.
Osu and La, we share boundary at that side. So take note of that one. On the Talo Oil, Shiashi, Golf House, that area. Osu shares a boundary with La. Then when you come to the left, okay, the left, which is Jowulu, roundabout, that is at the new Achimota roundabout up there.
Okay.
Towards the forest.
Achimota Forest Enclave.
Yes, towards the forest and then the Achimota police station.
Yes.
Okay, good. The right, where they be doing the prayers, okay, up to the Achimota police station, okay, turn right to Kessben, okay,
and Christian village.
All the left belongs to Bete Kole, okay, Abofun belongs to Bete Kole people. All the right, which is the forest itself, including the police station, and also the school, the Achimota school, those golf parks and all that, and the Gimpa school
stretch.
Itself,
okay,
it's Osu. That side also, we have a boundary between Kole way and that of Bese. That is Osu and Kole, Bese Kole. That's where we have our boundary. So, clearly, if you look at this edges that I've given you, okay, now let's come to Roman Ridge. Okay. From Roman Ridge, you are entering into, Roman Ridge is Osu. So from Roman Ridge, you are entering into Jowulu. Then when you get to Jowulu, you cross the road from Jowulu to Fiesta Royal, okay, which is Osu. then you cross from Fiesta Royal, then you are entering into the forest, okay, then into Gimpa.
Yes.
Then after Gimpa, you are entering into Papao, which today they call Westland, but Osu Papao.
Okay.
Okay. Then from Osu Papao, you are going to Osu Hacho.
I see.
So how come and suddenly the heart, the very bottom of us is being given to a family, not even a town. A family, not even a town that we have a boundary with. And I'm not talking of the edges of where I showed you, okay? Because the edges, probably one may say that, oh, there has been some sort of mistake. Are you with me?
Yes, I'm with you.
There has been some sort of mistake because, let's say, when through the boundaries and something goes wrong there, one may say that, oh, this was done probably by mistake because maybe they have dodged the boundary to do something. But I'm talking of their heart, okay, in between. So, and these are people, this Ogu family, we have never fought a war with them. They have never come to do business with us. That we will say that they are, this is that we have given them any property. They have never bought anything from us, which one will say that, oh, there are receipts that they bought this property from us. Nothing.
Yes,
so,
but the Owu family, no, one more trace your lineage, no, a free here. Is it a recognized family within the lineages? Amunimana?
They are from Bese.
Okay.
They are from Bese. Okay, and probably they may be part of the Kolewe or something. Okay, yes. So it's a family. It's not a town. Okay, it's a family within Bese, which is Mashi, and not Osu. Okay, but this property belongs to Osu. Osu, and I'm saying this is the central heart of Osu. So it is shocking, and I don't know the kind of due diligence that took place. Okay, and I don't want to believe that anybody from Osu has been spoken to. We don't know when this whole release processes started. We don't know. So it has gotten to where we are today that we can see that the release has been signed. Okay? So our plea, even though we're not going to sit to allow this to go, but our plea is that probably somebody has misled the president.
Okay, now my young put it in context. Now it means that the entire Achimota Forest Enclave, no, a part of the Osu two lands, right?
Exactly.
I see.
And this is part of the Osu vested lands. Osu two vested lands under the lands ordinance at what do you call it? Lands Commission.
Okay. Well registered and recognized by the Lands Commission.
This Lands Commission has every single document to prove that this land belongs to Osu. They have it.
So is the Forestry Commission also not aware of this entitlement?
Forestry Commission is aware. They are aware of this. There are rulings, judgments, even including rulings from outside. Even including rulings from outside, which are stated clearly that that particular place belongs to Osu. And you know the funny thing, Osu has gone to court, okay, and won a case, even requesting part of 172 acres, okay, from 2011.
Okay.
And this has not been released to Osu. 2011, the rulings are there. I can send these rulings to you people. And I said, Osu, they have the Lands Commission, the government, and whatever. They have turned blind eye on this. From 2011, it has not been released to Osu. But then you ask yourself, what happened? And suddenly, not even Osu, but Owu family from not Osu. We have Owu, not Owu.
Yes, that is what I know. And I don't know baby South. I don't know baby South. The Owu family and the Owu family. No, what are the differentials? A woman term.
They are not part of us. They are not our family.
Okay.
Okay, we have nothing, no business, no connection, no blood, nothing relation with them at Osu. Osu, Owo family is entirely an independent body, a royal family, okay? And they are the principal house for Osu Manche installations. So, Owu family does not come in anywhere. And when you read, there's a portion that I read, and they said, Mr. Something Owu from Osu. The man is not from Osu. So that is where the mischief is. He's not from Osu.
So it means
the man came to work. He came to work with the then colonial masters. Okay. And in fact, he did something very bad against Osu. So he was chased out of Osu. He was chased. He was an interpreter between the colonial masters, okay, and let me say the Ghana state. Wherever they go to have their businesses done, he was an interpreter, okay, for the colonial masters. So he interprets whatever English they speak or whatever languages they speak to Ghana, or the language which the indigenous will understand. So this is how he worked. So how can suddenly this person becomes an owner of a vast land like such as this? And I'm surprised. I am surprised. But like I said, we are pleading to the government. They should hold on to this and then investigate, because we are not going to leave this. We are not going to leave this to rest. No. We are gathering our documents. We will not just go to court in Ghana. We will not. We will stop. No, this will not happen. So the earlier they stop and then, or probably pause any negotiations there, and then come back to the drawing board, sit with the Alodia owners, those that it belongs to them, who have gone to court and even won a case, 2011. And the forestry has been asked, and Lands Commission has been asked to release part of the land to Osu, which they have not. And rather, we don't know where these people are coming from. And suddenly, they will be giving such lands. We think there's a problem.
Now, before I leave you, just as you came in, many the former Lands and Natural Resource Minister Edwin Komo. Now he traces the facts from way back 2011. Our workers at the time I was no ministry in 2011. No, we try 1 year. But there was a petition from this family, the Owu family, making claims. Say, and there was a lease duration and a period that one more bushane de assassin no Ghana buying. For which reason, Tia say yes, no HMA. One more who say Crawford encroach part of the Achimota forest land. The more reason why they are bringing in their petition, say. No emphasis no back, because in the absence of any federal contract and then in the absence of payment of any sort of royalties, they believe strongly, sir, as a Musaka. Yes,
I will not cut you short though, but let me make it simple for you. This Owu family has acted this way for a very long time.
Okay.
You understand? Because they have some dubious judgments and some dubious rulings which have been cancelled. Okay, they keep on using those rulings and judgments and be applying for such things. Not only Osu, they are not doing it to only Osu. They have done it to a lot of families in Greater Accra.
Okay,
they have done it to a lot of, because if I'm telling you they have done it against a lot of families in Greater Accra or a lot of towns in Greater Accra, then you should understand the people have no boundaries with people, but they claim they have lands. They, as a family, doesn't have boundaries with anybody. They have not bought any land from anyone which they have paid. Yet they claim they have lands. This is where we have the problem. You understand? So whatever petitions Mike Amma met, or whatever petitions anybody who has worked, including today, Abu Jinakpo, them that are in the ministry today, whatever petitions they put across is criminal. It's criminal. And finally, we will prove it. And all of you will see it. Because that land over there is not going anywhere. It will remain Osu, and it is Osu, and forever it will remain Osu.
Okay. The conversation has just started. And we'll plead your indulgence. We'll be coming to you. Na ye come away to the latter.
And by the time you come, you have every single document, okay, that proves the ownership of Osu. All the rulings, we'll put it down. And when you come, you will see it.
Okay.
This is sad. So the government will plead, the president will plead that they should hold on. Whatever executive instrument he has been misled to sign, he should call for it back, and then if not withdrawal, he should suspend it till further investigations is taking place, and then the proper person. We have a lot of belief and trust in the president. We have a lot of respect in his government. We know they will listen to us. And do
but what will be the immediate steps Amube take? What will be the immediate steps?
Oh, we are going to court.
Okay.
We are going to court. We're getting our everything. We are going to court, but not just court. We are going to court, but not just court. The rest, they will hear from us.
Kessben 92.9.
I'm very grateful. Me we show yeah, you be from. You be din komo. Why?
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Eti ni anamene no edin komo ni note edumwa wono eye osi ahene the fort edema the osu traditional council no ana no pe ye ni na edin komo adwuma we na kam se megyan. Kam na me share ready adwuma se won kra adwuma ba ko ma me gi din pa ye se adwuma yi. Na kam se megyan. Baba biya keka kodo wo mo asa akofa ya bewura mu bi.
National issue.
What's it?
Utie, we a national issue.
Labra me ba be say national issue, but Juma we no dangerous.
Yeah.
Because and sasem na won cry no matena ha campaign. Okay, sasem na won cry no. A higher national capital ninti. Okay, edu baby a na politicians no override the traditional rulers. But they are the custodians of the land. Okay, and it's our problems we know. And we're serious pa. The more reason why I him for one cry no. One more instead that you united, sir. Yes, because if I was away a media, need to man so ebeba na.
I don't advantage.
I'm ready when I come to my jail. As I say, you may. Who say?
Advantage yeah, politicians, you know, yeah. Sir, almost so at the point, Utie. Politicians also to make traditional council in Tiboma.
What's up to be a day?
I'm to make Cabity Bomb. Politicians.
Yes.
Okay. I'm to make traditional council Tibom. Now I'm not taking advantage. But I'm happy, sir. At the end of the minister Abosso. Mesra by say. Sanya Enkofa Chumaman Tribiama. Already I buy no crown greater crowd.
Now, what will be a dynamic free band? They say no, there are two families.
Yes,
yes, the Owu and the Owu family.
Yes.
Now, Owu family no, and the traditional rulers of the Osu. Okay, traditional enclave ni na woman no musi ehene ewosu ene ne mpata mu nyina. Now they are saying say as the firm royalties, you know, Owo family no emme womo. Okay, and then as a family a womu di osu traditional council ni nyina so no. Womu nim womu nkro a womu di omo so. And womu nim womu nsas. They do not know where Owu family no etimia convince aban. Actual petitions from John Mahama time. Anna Makama
Minister.
Okay.
From 2013.
From 2010. No, from 2011 crap. Because Makama about 2011 to 2012.
2011, 2012, 2013.
Good.
2013 there was a committee.
There was a committee.
Yeah, okay.
You understand? No, Makama set a committee, you know.
Okay.
And on free hot 2012.
And
into a new free hot no. Inu Safuseni. Yeah, they never later. Good. And you know, one more to me actual petition now at Tracia and another so by Bashi. There are still agitation from the Owu family. You understand? Because you would have to now go to the Owu family. Obia the who say Obia Bekwa for Supreme Court judgment. Okay? One more befa Supreme Court judgment prove say assassin your modia. Now there's also from Ojina Kosi they are crab
they have confidence in the cabinet, they have confidence in the presidency, and they know say omu kokoti omu petition omu ba come presidency no ebe mo match so me dey mesra ban say especially when political power there obroni wo brofo bi was transient. And he said, Emresesa. Sababe tie yen pa no pe wo Kessben so a. Baby a minister of lands and natural resources, honorable Abujina po why ade na kodu bia no twen. Na mumma a lawyer for and him the for before the mo akrati for be attorney general mu nyina mrem. Na mo hwe Supreme Court rulings, mo hwe Lands Commission, mo hwe document no mu ye. Mbato mu tie o. Na ekodu point bi Nani ya mo kasa mo daniamba. Mo so ya de ma speaker. And the man enough from Poziga. Now, call the right person. Sabe no some creative problem because already 2020 elections. Percentage of the Abanunya here won't cry no trese. That's a problem. And don't forget, sir, there have been some issues, sir. If you know my legends, so for people have been more say, for people have been more creative problems. Intermediate, that is personal advice because as I said, no, a very, very serious and a sensitive. You
see, I have a problem, and I've always had this problem. From the very first time I started me dealing with census issues. I won't cry. I have a problem with the fact that a chrome honey or my way, Lands Commission, and a demarcations. Okay, Lands Commission no any custodian owners of the land, but then there will be passers here or call Lands Commission. Good. Mandated by law. But Lands Commission, how well are they working with the traditional rulers? That is the question. Because say Langas in Sema a cost one crime. We be save over 100,000, 90,000, 80,000. Now they are called assassin. Now Langas abeji. Ebusia we say a media. We say a media. We say me call assassin. We say me land title near. We see we time. Come in the coming days, you better say.
Yeni peduana ewo Ghana.
I'm brother na friend Paul.
Yeni peduana ewo Ghana hano. Nipa ni be agreed. Be yourself. Obenya Lands Commission ya orden hihye ne be ye adwuma so betimi na nanom aka bom. Na wonya Lands Commission ni oye corrupt. No office asase no be da na obenya 1 million obi ahye ne botomu a obefa connection bi akotwa mankofo.
That's the problem.
Not the problem aba. But remember what I'm saying is now the Lands Commission office at any point in time should collaborate with the traditional leaders. Would you know why? They are maybe nim kakra from me experience where I'm coming from. They say, as I say no because of your traditional setting. Kwame Nkrumah time, Ohe Lands Act, Nimro Mashishe Nyinanoa, Yadisasena Mananum. Country like South Africa, okay, as I say, bind there, and other countries, bind there. But Ghana no Sassania and Nanomadia. It is a Oko pass as a Kwame traditionally Okwana Nawa. Nana Quatoria. More location, but to tell you, more location now. Now your location paper no akobi municipal assembly corona okono. Now engineers in so have no Lands Commission. Now a whole document be no akwa sabi menshia kra de. Obako to for land secretariat. Ewo menshia kotokofie. Ama to for lands administration. There's a secretary, there's administration wo. Ama omo so ama list. Chese na nanom I endorse so ama. Nti wonya no no wi say list no. Lands Commission plus Assembly plus not just say wodia. But I know because of Sadia was ya no. I can't yet to say a war ed. But this issue I can't watch Timothy Forest idiom, Mr. Speaker.
Yes,
Medimanu see. Pressure be any abanso. Such in Tina. One fast as in a mebus yabia, yababuabai.
Okay.
Pressure be any abanso such in Tina. Yet the abe Koboko Jina banso. Because of the ACC, Lands and Natural Minister Honorable Abujina Posa Watemenka, Montun Trenso.
All right.
Namushan Krata and Munamun Fama, legitimate people. Sabaya Kofa, Uyene Bianaba Sabia, Emma.
Ziga Bremo Mamma, I mean, too.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, issues, we say land issues.
Now, microphone in Mel Kakra.
Yes, what I'm saying is, as I say, when some Sebano and careful.
Kessben.
One we are obetimia critique chaos. Obetimia critique chaos. If you say very sensitive,
very
understand, very sensitive. Now, interviews me now ye say we deducting number 3 more. There are more questions to answer. More questions to answer. Papa na ye need the Mr. Mike Hammer. Minimum pa benena nantepen. Now I listened to his interview. I know City FM. Then Usha Mr. Mike Hammer Asema Walker. Ene Ura Abujinapo meet the press conference. Asema Walker I was say in 2013 President Mahama approved executive instrument. Say Yemfa a peripheral portion of the land and farmer the landowners are really assassin the government. You understand? Because okay, Land Act no say Aban uso oyusu brofubi. I wrote it here. Was say Aban has the power of eminent domain.
Yeah.
Power of eminent domain. It say sa Aban here land bia. No fi say sa land no ye betimi aboa timabufo a ese se waje by force. So he took the land from the owners. So the BT.
Yeah.
Ena land act no sa kire say Aban no etna ho no so won fa sase na mfa nye hwe
Yeah.
And so mrama ho kwa so reverse asase no back to the
rightful owners.
The rightful owners and as the custodians of the land. So in this case no and the land owners the custodians of the land no eba beka say they need a certain portion of the land for their own development. And I say, and then President Mahama approved executive instruments to make sure say the land and the Bama sa request no so the BT that request. Am I on right? Yeah. Good. So I'm asking say, how come that we students of current affairs since the year 2001 we've been in the system? How come say 2010, 2011, a pejai, 2013, a pejai. How come say up to now yet some this buha it's like I did this. So the people of Osu are claiming the land say Omodiano. Adena all this while, after mom no more kasa what they did this. That's the question that I'm asking because according to him. The Owu family, it be confusing me. The Owu family is the Osu people.
The
Owu family is the Osu people.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Owu family is the individual. That one single family. And according to the Owu family of Osuno, the verdict, the Owu family, the custodians of the land, have been cancelled by competent court of jurisdiction. So how come, another question is how come that Abuja, a war minister, is not aware
and
of
a lawyer
that? You understand? Not aware of that. So I have a problem.
Kessben.
And also, how come
Kessben
that a single family owns a land 227.8 acres? No hectares.
Hectares. Okay.
Hectares of land in Accra. That's it. We have more questions to answer. You understand? But in this case, no. Rebecca say, since yes sensitive to say the BIA can, me the kabeya interviews ni sa na ye kasamfa ho. You should not go interior to pass a judgment. You understand? But Kwame raise issue be evident. De bia me kasa asem we say but me say enko upeja na enko fofi say bia because of where you are coming from. Tamwa Abujinapo eko presented the new act, land act edema kotoko hene for that's the new land act 2020 edema kotoko hene Otufo disagreed vehemently disagreed a section of the land act. And people of this country, we kept quiet. We kept quiet. The moment you open your mouth, it's like you are santinity or kasadi. But some of the land acting does not make sense. Don't make sense at all. Because listen, Otufo is saying that. They said that Kwame okay.
Yeah.
Speaker Akai.
Kessben
On the two pillar submission this morning. The lands belong to the chiefs. They are the rightful custodians of the land because before call the democratic rule.
Yeah.
The for beba got this back and now on land. Galand. Gamante. All the Ganda land. So how come that Yebabe an act? Then the act says that the chiefs are the caretakers of the land. How come? It doesn't make sense to me. So what Hanwa na control baby or free wa? The same kind of thing.
No, I don't press you on.
When you galado who hey no land commission no land. What kind of bullshit is that? What kind of nonsense is that? How?
Nana, Adwuma na ye baba.
I'm telling you, this thing we have to see a Kwame because listen,
Ziga
land no send politicians assassin as
everybody Ziga wuti.
I told you I would just say power.
And then Thursday. Okay. From now to next week Thursday. Communication get ready because fire did the busy because and yama and so say one seven a sensitive one. Say yeah when you money be
gamanche
very sensitive.
Sa me say Salam at na question. I'm telling you about fact.
Okay.
Any question here President Kwame I have for no kwako him. It is a big insult to them.
Near you to my bar and Komono expanded.
That's the portion we are talking about. So say the portion no, that portion no, echo the whole land act no. That law a land act
to be reviewed.
Should not be should be thrown away and construct new one. Because listen,
they can amend it.
that's what O2 for is challenging. Say today, what to order more? Na call job baby akotna lands commission. Wakoton galant bitinka na nanka beba when me kasam me chese aha na won tia me hasa
mami tie da na frem
me de hakase what to order more na call job baby a
Kessben.
ofri ebia ntonso ofri bi kro ma nwoma so ofri manso bitinka na nanka wonim gal history wonim baby aga free bae na zaga zase chamoto ho osu alataman chamoto ho no na better land ho then the land act the man to me say ono no cotton land o wi anu aka che ohene no so ohene no be ka che so no me prema mu ya then the land act no e ma ho kwan say say di pan do ohene no court what kind of nonsense is that
Meda say na frem pause got 23 minutes after 8 and this is Ghana's number 1
Kessben 92.9. The Piachi.
Meda say and to trust us for the best on these very issues no adwuma we ye nye ache eba no kransa se 70 dia e pinso enti
why back we
what's it
Kubi su e fro kra say
brekusu
okra ye besa ko ho brekusu ye besa ko ye beto aso afina de ta na me ye producer at large enti brekusu de o start ya nko be ko brekusu am pass su brekusu.
And you ready to come we will expand the conversation. You remember what he said? They said, "Dokoni ni na ne Achimota Forest. What will share a year outside Accra and beyond Accra. I wouldn't him there cause one cry. No forest the Kessia Bakwa, Oban Kraya, Edaha, your friend Achimota Forest. Ufri hono man now Achimota School, now Achimota Hospital. Yeah, the Fabian so I a golf park and paying for.
Papa na be education power. Minim da say talu ho ni na aka osufo
asaso. That is what I'm saying. That is the traditional enclave.
Watch jollu ni sa ayini na.
Say no go.
Yes.
And you wouldn't meet. I want to have a last commission boss one gra. And I wako travel amu obia. And ka we na no do omo abusuadua na omo traditional documents ni beto a. It will tell you say but now no so you to me. And I'm a politician Mr. Speaker. Some people I do almost institutions, I don't know. They are also part of the problem. And politicians not quite the idea, no, 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 I just be idea one more than a sour for no. Because we are trying to commission one cry. Problems are what create any said the accounts must see a ma, walk what in a fiano, and I care what if you Obian Canaway.
Can I ever the Akanisha Fridge? Or tonight, you been your time. Yen Tadia na yen guest no emra your panel no I ready. You didn't need a studio. The old family no you know Bekasa.
And you come now me catch up say. And somewhere yet in the nim and in the nani bit me I can read so. Buy a catcher MPP for. Said ye yet to no cry on her. Sad you best send the MPP to position. I'm careful. Sad 2008. Land issue in Accra here. Land issue in Accra here.
Nana, moment for the Akanisha Fridge. Me da say, Ochuna Yabetua so, Nyame Yadoma. Come not to Adia na yenko. Mami fast than be Emma a year, Eclipse Collateral Management, Pacho, one more Roma, and then one more boa, assassin, no, Nyamia Wadomna, Nyabita. wode enye wasase no mo beje enkrata no wakoye awie no wode ba wo mbeboa na wo mo de enkrata no aye adwuma ama fei mfaso bebre na no etimi aba eye enkrata ne so ede ama ukura wo car wa register car no with DVL the drivers and eye vehicle licensing authority na enei no wo papers wo document nyina bibia di adanse se eye wo de ade a mpacho fabra na wo mo beboa ede aye adwuma ma mfaso de bebre na no ebeba so ede ama wo mo adenta barrier e won crime enti wo across the country de obeya ne sa no pay wo de fa wo mo number no na frɛ wo mo se bosi akra na wo pa de fa nkrata ne bra ejapade ne de wo mo mfo mo nsa enka wo mo de nkrata no ebeye ama watimbi enyeska e de akwakotre wo nyumam 0543 832466 0543-832466 Obanso a womo won kan adenta barrier omo ebebe the Moses Hospital no omo ne West African Senior High School no ana a share wo anope woni omo eni nkomo 0543-832466 na womo ntimi emo think safety and earn decent income Kwame fa odi and the trust
Great Gift Back Clinical Laboratory so oba hofe Grace Board doctor watena se anope na mesrobia na o hwe na stroke na aka obusu ni bia na wankasa na etete wa na diabetes na hypertension ana hepatitis A B C D and E ana typhoid fever na etete wo ana ulcer yimkro ana prostate cancer okwaku don soro na nsa hi ahode wo nyina no akofom ana wo hia vaginal steaming na ba no yi nkwada no ba o ti monyere mo ho na steaming mamo na waware awie opeba se be ma na wo hia na so ba na opentafo a enya Dr. Grace Board watena se osebra na womoa na afi wa yemre wompem na nse spark ya me na ayi koto na okatem se kwamra se dem no na wo hoyi memia mani a na mayi mba ko bi afrim na nso na nse dem fa mbacha osa na nse ntimi mfa Dr. Grace Board watena se osebra na omoa batoma mo nkra ha no owo New Achimota Petroleum Bungalow one Family Life International School no ena hwe ne mo nkra ha New Achimota Petroleum Bungalow on Family Life International School no ena hwe ne mo ne number no eni 0246 518003 o fresh number ya doctor na mo befa na etodo bia nya yare nyina no so frifie ekoho enti ne obetimi a kire wodro no e wo phone so no be ka kire se edro we na je na fasa ho yare the doctor we ni free unya wo bia ti se Great Gift Herbal Clinic and Laboratory Services ena se wo hwe ne mo odin na so oba ne nten a number no na me dia ma no 0246 518003 ena mo amwo kuma se no sane ye ne nkra ha ene ba bia no ne branch bia saa na doctor ye mo bia enti kuma se o hwim school junction baraka so kwa no so ena osan wa bu akwa kofodua Obengawo for station no edi mesraw entra on kasa me de ema yare enko ko Dr. Grace Board ho na bibia ene kama ema after ultimate fashion e de entire papa abadwa so na open engagement atade asori de another de be dinner na wedding gate party executive suite nom designer perfumes nom ne de kanka ho a siesie ho nipa bia da asebu a obewu tie da asebu a be fi wiase ne mo muti ase ma ho nya kono look attractive look charming una baby e say yes akwa we de ono ano no e to da kra say o ya de brel na nso na ultimate adaroma your number no 0209 136 733 0209 136 733 0209 136 733 Methodist Edum Runabout Wesley Methodist ubisa akwada keto akra a obechiro ugina runabout no so we also for ultimate ekwa na ase kwa pampa so no ultimate wo ho a ultimate no so simply a touch of star na bibia ai kama multi-credit savings loans manipa enum enso ana nkura maka ho bombesia na modi adwumdwuma afi 2022 mempa ya mebo na financial se ne se yade mpa ebo besia bo ene modemo enti mpa no de sofo ageni bo atene revenue obi mo da bia ombo mamo enti se yabo mpa no mamo wia na wo se wonya besia no ka ho na afi wo de wa modemo aka ho na bibia ai kama enti de oba ne se obekọ multi credit nkrabata bia across the 16 regions in bibia ye ho obisa akra so pe multi credit branch obenya bi ho na wakọ acha na otumienu na wonsa ka besia na odidi odwuma your number no ni je so open chiremu foforo bi apart from them they ama we ya 0277 712 888 0277 712 888 and 0244 176 901 customer satisfaction is our priority. We dream this obey morning show host, commentator, obey sports, and now report, and now obey radio juma, obey so DJ. Juma be a person we radio mubiano, utia ye your number one media house, Kessben. yɛtete Kessben University College certificate in media and communication studies na yɛde ɛtete mo nti deɛ ɔbɛn so ɔbɛkɔ adrum aseda house nhwɛnim hɔ no a ɛhɔ na campus no wɔ na wakɔdwo form yɛ hostel na ɛwɔ hɔ to fi outside Kumasi na ba oni ha bɛnya baabi ada ama wasoma dwo na wasua deɛ ɛwɔ sɛ yɛtete bi bɛfrɛm na bibia ɛyɛ kama yɛ number no yɛ 0501 637383 0501 637383 Kessben University College no education for development after fi outside Kumasi na oba wo sekurum awsa oda baby a security be tight bi anasa bi ska kakra wo ho nti koda baby a de betini abewia koda baby antontom wo koda hotel asabi ukwa washroom a this also ohere hotel bi am koda mi modi ukwa washroom a this ohere ya no kata papa nse baza ska no mo fa mi amofam de mekọ Fosia Hotel obede fili French ni bi no okoda ho si form say très bien merci beaucoup na just wadam na niante Mr Speaker ya dance ni de make op executive room mini suit mpakese mpaketwa mpakrokrowa mpa oda so otim sampa na ba ko bokura ho de just say de wo bedroom ene ho no Fosia Hotel moya de e ba to frɛ na yenye reservation ma no bi bisa say condition room ni edan ni nyina condition room nti eno no your number na 03220 37382 0203220 37382 or say your comfort to kino eno an honti your key to comfort na also beda ema wasum adwo afeba say otu kwan kwa ma no ne ana Ghana ha ba bia na pese otu kwan kwa na wo de wiem shen and the beko of flight bookings, say domestic and international hotel reservation. Maybe I pass our construction and now visa application. No, my Juma Kakra Wembezida, to make a visa application, and Magana for be Lusu and the America. Or we were documenting on team packaging here. Then crata so many questions I baby service and embassy hono or to papa so no they could say fear before. Mr. Kessben travel and tour. You because compared to the Kenny team no better na be fine at the amount. Your number no 0596 102 667 0596 102 667 0596 102 908. Now the Kessben travel and tour dance on the say. Your domunti, Ube Dumas at the house first floor. Ho obeba ye betimi atere show niema we take it new reservation be a beya ho amao and aminu ano magazine for anyone more offense so tafone and important money be bia wo Kumasi bia no udu macro traffic light na se a ho so Kessben travel and tour office wo be bia multi credit office wo no and Kumasi adrum businessman am wo adrum any central business district no CBD adrum enclave no mo so be call multi credit your office in our Doom Central Hono. And Honor if you was run about to Obesiako Boss FM anymore, a open cum hono. Your number no bio 0596 0596 102 667 Quart Nebibia and a Kama amount. After Dr. 3 days, Jian Naturalist Clinic. Way Nansape now Huato. Diabetes or the natural herbs in Yanni Hinin in a habai and what did to us here. A stroke and now Udom Pena Huaka. Why am I one pem or peba vagina infections on only idea or ba ukunin tanyo honoto de be an ebeman to buy nenye if you see because tis come a talk sabi adia enye. What did I know? Why you who send quay? Did there be an watch and Hodabiana quite to conquer? Mesro, a drone any Dr. 3 days, Jian Naturalist Clinic. Court Nebibia and a camamo. I feel cocoa at a phone power, and I see your bones will be no at China as we say, Nina Coco. Brazilian Naturalist Clinic, Dr. 3 days. Now, na Juma Power Boy inti and uncle for friend Dr. 3 days. Nembum, a drone idea, and natural clinic in idea, and one is Jian. What is Jian pet not as a China for Nabem, and Tinuani, and in a haba from China, and Yakabum Ghana, the Eka home, and your desire. Habitation, and no Arabia on your typhoid nom, and a component, and just a woman say, me am a hobby. Ultimately, a drone account. So, and Nane, young surgery. What just here? Jian Naturalist Clinic, no, one more boy, Jumapa. Your number is 0244 264001. 0244 264001. More older showman. I won't cry her. Aloe dance honwa, who do aloe dance ho, older showman, cry have a home. And now a shaman so, I'll be your Christian village. Your name ICGC no, and a share anymore, a shaman. A shaman to la corno. Christian village, your name ICGC no, and a share anymore. Your number no, 055 9371 927. And now phrase 0244 264 001 0244 264 001. 3 days ipe na no mpa bubu asa kese ni eno ano no obo adwuma se ave muntie me kakra se woni je ho so obey marketer company bi a itina ne naso pa na offer marketers
Kessben.
wani je ho a obetimi do application letter no aba aseda 20 hours Kessben ye was circle ye ni Vodafone office na was circle no na pen anti obetimi de aba ye 4th floor de bar e bia be kama your number is 0249 company no wo pe marketers no number na me 0249 121929 0249 121929 na bibia e kama e de amount afi waje me herbal center say yempe hardworking men and hardworking women e man me ma mo ho den na mo nya kwadwero na mbotimi aye adwuma marketing department and waje me herbal center for e de moko akatua ne ye no mbema mo free accommodation ndi na ntra won ka se wonya adwuma nya na Kessben no pay ya mo adwuma ye no ndi do be no say waje me herbal center also mpe hardworking men and women free accommodation akatua no so e kama ya number no ye ana mo number no ye 0596 waje me number 0596 900 010 0596 900 corner woman yo no more jumande na bibia enye kama Mr. Speaker. Yes sir.
Kessben 92.9 the Piazzi.
With me, maybe.
92.9. Wake up. 92.9.
Obi na invite
and hand radio stations
For the area, Emmanuel Ajekum.
Kasi shomo ma me na minya adwuma we mra. Why? The central region. Na ma menko Elmina. Na menko di enkomo ewo ho. Radio station ayato din say Benya FM. We are told say some supporters of the new patriotic party are ransacking radio station ni nyina. I don't pay one morning show. One more show. I say Bibia no Yamutuma. Me need the host of the program. Any and Komo. Okay, I'm told to say see and Brandon. Did you want to make a good morning and to say?
Good morning, Yami Adam.
Bibia Boko there.
Yami Adam Boko.
Okay, I think boy and Komo. Again, see and Dra. Ewo Benya FM. Ewo Elmina.
So, I know program. Yatini didn't say Afalkua. Only program I'm host. Na mostly no yawo kroma ha na yan government okada we seeking perspective na no yam bomna yan di na ebinom so afarfo won petrol no ebinom na watan and yawo kroma ha no ye yanante the binom warrior campaign wakado dan party warrior wonye yenti won de man na nyame adum abanance sabe abanance sayaba ma if you want to one mama warrior on yakra instead of that what has in the ma farfuno what can was my party food soldiers na party food soldiers na farfun with an a price petrona abandon my hand no oye 510 per $70 but instead of that I also want to know one ton of my farfuno na wadama party food soldiers na penyin funangasa water na water ma forini anya bi kransa okoso me ye bi kra 2000 or $60 even $5 in $60 na ono krapo oye 51 no nda kwana kota oye 1000 and 300 another 750 which is onye ntinada na nyamena de ma na dinna na ediba ho na mokọ Tomoko no our dad who the MC waba wabosha waye bibia kama ma eyiduno kramo bana bado nemum boys 3 bia no no what oye MC nankasa na moframa one wa abaji bia wonyi yama nti mohwe eyiduno show na mobo MC na bad na MC ayazipa nemum damina okoda onye nti shana ye damadi wo boys na wabaji bin at least oye wo moframa nta wo na oda ehwe wan enya farafon wanaje na warba we bejizim ana ma 2.9 no Mr. Studio me showana metina 3 boys no wa pop in what be ya ihe yaba boss pupo what mankata machine to swing ya what chi ahumana computer to swing ya wa yeli na basa wo wi ya na
I see. And see, the mere fact is premise full. Na one more a couple ewo Elmina enyebi. Na ene ebiaba one more eche the fisher folks. Na people allegedly to be the boys of a year the honorable MC Yawa Elmina. Okoka wasem and omobeto share was obro studio.
9.
One report here asem na police.
Police station.
And what is the police saying?
Wamahian, whatever share in Zama was saying in Nana Wamahian report today. The technician, the young court hospital.
I say after the hospital, what's next?
After the hospital, no, and no pain, yeah, because to see in the front. And no pain, yeah,
I say already no. Is the MC aware of the AC and drain?
Definitely aware because many every year a one yes and man or not saying a walk from you. Mamma see man one and there, Mamma and son of him bedded him. If you are aware, Nankasana more from definitely to obey him.
I say, many abeme, they say. Maybe I far across the country, be not watching the home and be what you might to say.
Speaker Major Soba Kessben. Me ho ye pa. And then offer would me be much a whole. Oko kwalibu obi. No matter what the situation is, we have to give thanks to God. Ye koda you be answer. Nti obi bia nyankopon ye wadoma divine selection account no. E was say oden nyankopon special. Nti na wo ka say baby abefa bia sent na je baby a on.
They say what be popular.
Say me de she meeting say me ba be som Ghana na masom NDC ko no. Enema minu na wo meeting. My allegiance, loyalty first is to the nation because CPP by and CPP are holding confirm. And to obi a do re no sunsun obi a share CPP mono. Any Jesus now you are crushed. And to nipa bia regardless of said the otie no. Let your allegiance first be to the nation. Mine no. After the nation is NDC.
Okay.
Nti yedi kan asum mine no. Ye sum mine we are. The next option becomes NDC as a political tradition.
Okay.
And Tiana Yabay no said, Yashi, Timu said, Mr. Speaker, Yan Kemubi and Sani as Yan Koyedma. Ya Yedmana Mayaho.
I see.
And the political space is big. Don't let anybody limit you. Intimate NDC for Muti Minano Patra Minano Penny. I say, who join each political party, Unyana Totroto. Me say one day there are certain better story of my share. Otia on here crana ubisu. Me NDC mono. But a muma bumda. And I told myself I will never let anything stop me working for the NDC. Because I say nipa bia no tie di tu aye cha nka on wenam.
Yeah.
And at the obofon so ko rembia no ko hu no babeka nka china on ko bio. Enti obi bia na wo join any association, organization, be it religious, political, whatever no. Challenges are bound to be there.
Okay.
They are non-negotiable. But fashion utimu say mama obi stop all blessing. Look, the speaker saying, "Come in, nipa kitu ebi mwachi NDC mua, and come tit na." But I told myself, regardless of the opposition they pose to me, I'll keep working and fighting for the NDC. And And I can say it on authority, say, look, there is no single individual in the NDC now throughout the week or more media chairman. No single individual. But and now I can say, and I can let anybody debate me on this. From Monday to Saturday, there's no single individual. But me Romuno, placement crisis, maybe. Yeah, man, work or casa, I'm a petty no. Yeah, found 2 radio ni TV so. Me tina fie 7 good man me ni baby ako. Into one day, and my wife here said no. Pet ni ni pekuma bi dia. And this is big. Rollins crowd the be wuko. Don't let any one individual sitting somewhere young person be and block the person away. Into one day more other sister TV SYZ. A tone crass finance minister ako UPS ako kasa every young person we square be wajuma. Into member and share my experience. As Obi, I'm working with the Commonwealth on entrepreneurship. And I went. The Mukwana me come ma me fella as a project between the trigger. If you hope
anyone
joy, adum, peace, and to the no person blocking me also.
Kessben 92.9.
Let's make an plane send me here my channel. And this year Kubi, what you mean a better baby albeko. And to be our shame you team in there no. Or joining any organization, among one individual be selfishness and block the person away.
Okay.
And then I'm a living example to people. There are many people in NDC who say me I said me in Cranshama because my story there will be a day I'll share this bitter story to people in the NDC. Say, Pertin, yes, NDC, a party open doors to be that is the tradition. But there could be people with selfish agenda. You better block you. Okay. But fashion with Timu say the NDC is bigger and superior to any individual. Rollins or the band say Rollins.
Yeah. And
to be obey see a kwanyama wo no. You huna ye adwuma den one day say see a kwano bebubu. Na say susan e ba. Nyama be le timi gina susan anim. Enti na ye dey share team so until send this number power. You are not resting. In this way you fashion team say ye dey adwuma den no ne be ye. Copin say to me na to me nso ba. Your national chairman see no contribution.
No charge.
And he said the name ye adwuma yi no. Si to me no ba na at the papa ba na ye cha. Won't you make country say oh na your national one na there be the media.
I see.
Because now me yes no be antua meka. Nti maka tua the manim for that.
Beauty made us a member of the NDC and what's in Kano, bringing us to 48 after 8 a.m. This is Kessben 92.9, 93.3 in Kumasi across the country. More sharing in Adopaya Damunina, no Masual Coffee, Benedict, a year. So should be any government hospital and pay war share Maxwell Coffee. Good morning to you. When you was staff in Nina and your colleagues are more be any government hospital in Nina and pay your chairman no a question. So now they say Mejumano I did because Masa Kofa and near maybe the Akika Hontino. As I say, no many daje because primary here baby Miniano Mubimu Mua be promimpose as some year Jumamo. NDC for Drunso, me wo minuanum bi mu wo mu a ese say adwuma ne be ya mo ese mo nkrofo 3 ese say make sure so mo nyina no position bi o mo ko bi o be wini. So rough number 1 Ashanti Regional Youth Organizer se so mo to abanema no weekend ye be Kumasi na Awa Muhammad National Nasara Coordinator ese say make sure so Awa wini ansa no betimi ada afeye wi a chairman Kojo Boati wo Eastern Region adwuma na ese say yekoye my chairman Timmy Winnie and son of them say, Minianum no I sorted. Now, I'm matching at to say, incoming Nasara coordinator. Is it who say Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, baby? I'll be say, wa. And then I will
Yamia Domuntia, Mechia Miniano, Macase, me Shanadin, say at least two Ubura, a political party, maybe these are impediments, a better. Now, one pabana utimi uremua, you'll be able to at least get the fruits of what you have labored for.
I see.
Me Shannon cry is on Twasso, even though on Becher opposition Kakrade. Nanso shadow cry say on Twasso na onye. Who say political party opposition, Ube say omo moji positions ni nyina no.
Omoada.
Bebre ekoteda. I ask myself honestly, let me say former president no knew how to choose CEOs and I say
how?
Yeah, because you see if check on the media space. Now, washe omuha of omu CEOs in Yinano, you can't even get 10. 10, just 10. 5 crano, standing 5. We CEOs, I know we CEOs under the NDC. Or more contributed to the development of NDC today. No, you can't even get 5. We could for any some few people are say they are even sending text messages and so on. No mama can you know no party exactly. So muna juma bedru everyone say na nkrofaka say asuma sidi wabre especially muche oppositions na because mbachaka ho essence iya you cry the abase say former president Mahaba Bankwan they out to me again. My elections in the Nasara na mi ba na mi ye zungu ejuma na baby amunya ejuma amunya voter no definitely mubeche opposition but me shall not say onye. I think it's a Kessben medase because at least last week programmer ye be no ha umama konya chire DNT na bia wa so wini yes no obi a wonim politics mu yes na wonim wo tie ma men ka asem we political party position yentuaka a voluntary job okay one case to watch ejuma that's true good party communication amuye and then make it clear wo mo ebe ni nyina no yentu obi aka okay the maximum ya de mo ye tea ni nsuo party ni su ntua obi aka nipa ne sorry free ne yirechi ebetena ha no ma highly honored and ye de ma wo mo any respect ne de ma wo mo so oye adwuma we nyina awie na party for ne so mo reward wa okay I do baby ana but we need to tell people for them to know adwuma waye for which reason why as I say wo mo toa wo so ma wotimi ye more because encouragement ne ba and abetimi aye bia toa so and I believe in your competence why you adwuma no and ubetimi nso aye Nasara coordinator adwuma no e form adwuma and why is capable of doing and I believe that delegate here no pay no wo mutie we will put it across yes we be campaign media meye maka minsro he awa de eba awa meye enye ne na minimo free baby me free baby do yes anti campaign dia me metna he ya office me office ni beauty me office ni ahaya na metna with the suit no okay Maakye.
So no so aka na de. Okay. Me bomb pie so olusu.
Debi no.
Now the one say how.
One no the olusu you
so me bo. One say on your bias. So you can say as your bias towards NDC.
Me bias towards Awar Muhammad.
Oh, your bias towards us.
Me bias towards Awar Muhammad. Say
individuals. He's talking about Debbie. He's talking about individuals.
Awar Muhammad. That's not how catch that was say. Onim se me met no opposition a che. Eno de wan complain.
Eno ne party asem na okan ho.
Eno ye national.
Eno wo de party asem na wo kan.
Kaminu no.
Bi o ti party asem na wo kan.
Kaminu no ka so ka say Awar da bi nkasa. E o se wo so utwa 8 years o se bi o tim so betwa 8 years. Wa mo ho wa.
O ane de Ghana for the decide.
Koto de boge.
Minimum twa be 5 years out of me 8 years.
Free ha.
Minimum na twa 5 years out of me 8 years.
Bom paye bia. Akwa bi o so otimi bodu akono no. They be boni dua akono bia. 2024 be co-opposition. My prayer is that obe win na ne win ni mo de party co-opposition. Nti obi bia utie me ne no. I wish you the very best. Say, what they talk about my Awar, or talk about for obi lead him to opposition. And yet the key in the Bemamo. Key in the say, or we need to lead MPP into opposition.
We just say, delegates in you say, I could be contesting National Youth contest in
okay
under the MP for I said the job day grounds
yes
obi a maybe him say me grounds work media no just of what I do yes or GMPC Foundation
Dominic Edia
so who did you onye dede
yeah no Oyejuma he's really working Oshe Juma warrior AstroTurf classroom blocks mechanized boreholes in the keka he's really doing very well meaning we're not in touch but minimum
and say ni probia did ya
Juma no say Juma na ehre de warrior because we say tama o contest no mam tanechi na meaning na be na year campaign obi ehu
okay
throughout this country meaning na be ko ba bia to the extent that after na be meneno call north cry wie ya nkrofo fire chikoye no menkwa single handed went to all the 52 constituencies or 56 constituencies of the north menkwa drove went to constituencies, spoke to youth organizers and so on for Nabi to become youth organizer. Okay, I say so. Obienim, he was we were just opponents. But the American say, Yamane Juma warrior, a Jumana warrior no. Mahu se wo ye ni ye because mahu normal waya be can be seen. It definitely also me di ehun adanse. Okay. It me da say Kessben ama me this akwenya me gidi say omo ba ha no. Starting from me in July. Yeah. And I say starting from others now our bobo almost say on be omo dey next week you know. Ye benya this bigger platform beside enya enkrofo minim say Kessben they are producing penifo bebre. Yeah. Beside a producing na yenso yetimi abegina kono e de ama ye political parties. Me da delegates are more half region nyina asime da omo nyina ase na me da omo eastern region baby amitimi ko ene baby amantimi anko other regions no so omo hwemanim meba me no mo ebedi nkita ho in the coming weeks you know I will be in about 3 regions me no mo ebedi nkita ho eti egusu ye campaign
incoming Nasara coordinator
time no day yes yeah but after the regional conference you know and I say regional elections in we are and I be hit the grounds running essence we there try na ne kakra because in himself region for no I wish all the regional aspirants well, especially Nasara coordinators are omoko yenko sene call no constituency elections so no call ni jojo no some constituencies afi na omo beye me eastern region no hwe odan afi na omo beye some few constituencies so ka ho be mako 10 omonso party na resolve a omo ebeye eti omu nyina ye wi na ye be regional conference na yenye ni jojo se na ye polling station ye electoral area ye constituency se region nso yenye ni jo even though Ashanti region ayeshe
we are stronger than that party
ayeshe
enti obi ake
we call eastern and round so
ayeshe chairman kojobo atemba
yes enti ye bompa ye se bibia betimi akoso jojo se na me hu se mpenimfo call vetting because me call vetting na omo ye eastern region no me call share ho kakra me call ye no na cordiality o hwe omo especially the youth organizer aspirant me call ye no omo ye sanyina etifaako omo identity because no se baako deputy Nasara coordinator for the region and or your friends and o hwe region no mienu pe na timi call unopposed me Ashanti region your friends and Salim Bamba onuko unopposed as regional Nasara coordinator and Alhaji Babs ono so eastern region ono so eko unopposed nti adwumaden omo ekire se nkrofo intimi en contest omo adese no so omo so bo adwuma me susu se bia omo so delegates no behwe se omo ye adwuma na omo to omo so no ma ye adwuma
awa me da se yenka Achimota Forest ye ne no ho nkombo kakra na afei yento aso from the other issues but me shase wo so na mentil on Achimota Forest say mo stance no and say now there are 2 families omo ye omuti adope yende ba kon ekasai o say asase no muntimi fa mado wu family because omo kra no ehonye omo dia eno nso akwakoye nsem bebre a ebobo edeba mamintio the trends are buy from a Jordan babesi and
yo mejiri se medase o hwe Achimota Forest in Sensemia I think it's ade ba ko a abamu a aye me depa any the shifting of the goalposts eno na ama ni nyina no narrative no asasa kopim anopai interview a me ba mete se oye no ena me hu se ade no esesa ni sa e be sesa dru ba bi kura no be hu se etime ade ba ko a enamu throughout and se baby ni ho a ekire se ne nkrofo e kan se honorable Abujinapo any former your friends say president epese omo eton Achimota Forest no ni nyina no narrative ni nyina minister ne be press conference asesa ama omo a omo ka asase ni nyina no so or the facts no etu omo anim no obia etimi asesa but obi the only thing I had you omo mu ni say U10 Eden from Crawford pa. Monsieur Waton, Achimota Forest is gone. Social media. Me na me kura na me wo grounds am here campaign. Enemy who social media say Achimota Forest is gone. Yaton. president aton abu agina president na mu aton na ohwe narrative na e ba na e kire se afekura na ye protect the sanctity of that forest ebetimi aboy the narrative mjindi se e was me kwachiri na me kwaka but it started since 1927 ye de asase no ema aban unu se aban baby a Kessben anase twin aseda twin towers yiwe se aban epa obetimi abeje na yamamu compensation eno no Ghana mrano echiresa ebetimi abeje na yamamu compensation
ba hade yesremu mamo meje
but se edru baby na se yentimi emfanye de wo se ede ya etimi edema back to the owner of the your friends thing no eti ohwe saa asase na enokra no ye periphery enye forest na nkasa enimu na eko motorway no enchen ho no na yekoje free aban ekoje ya throughout the compensation anko for the family a omoye unim se obia ukọ asanteman mu a asase ni nyina invested in otumfo families ewo ho a omo so adwuma nanso all the land invested in otumfo nti anka asanteman anka it is easily resolved yenim se ye ba ehyenase ye mana no so atwa bia ma omo do ewo asase no so na anka eno ano na problem bia eni ho bara ha no ye see families ekutakuta asase ni na keka ho iti ye de ema ye no compensation anko almost started throw petition under President Kufuor in 2007 almost throw petition nhwehwemu koye nhwehwemu na ekoyi nyina no ekyerese ampa se compensation bi anko na President Kufuor any cabinet in that time etna si hu se yama mo be nante your friends hectares and I said acres yamfama omo se ne be ya ombetimi aye edidimu ama omo enya in 2013 under Mahama so under Mills the same your friends a petition ekoye omo so e kan se yenye to the extent that omo kra de omo kan se forest no kra no me yen forest yenye eko your friends tourism and no kire se ebebubu nnua na e wo ho no na ya hwe ba bia nkrofo betimi aye nti wo hwe eno a eno so etoa so eba yen time ya yehu se documents e wo ho nti decision no ba kokora ni ho a this president eteki anase land minister no na eteki forestry commission under the NDC omo ye san hwehwemu no omo ehihye yi nyina wieye na the implementation a iguso ayeye ene yemfa ema omo emfa nhye omo nsa na asamfoforo nso asan piemu a ekire se ebikura se osu asase minim unse ye de your friends say for chieftaincy any baby
say osu stool land
yes baby asase that there untimi nkire because unse ye nyini wo your friends say ekura se no utumi unse obi asase si ebia circle ha na wakatiro se etuomu a obewu se ayetia se ya na kopie achimota area ho baby ni nyina obewu se na asase intimi nkire wada se osu baby a yehye no ne baby a saa your friends asase yi omode eti eno so aye a bone of contention you go so aye ho adwum but the good news is that aban enya bibia ekire se opese oye ade ba kokora ya hyane kena ene se saa forest ne de ennua ya bubu ni encroaches ayaye ni nyina no ebedua nnua foforo ama eho anya forest na ewa akra no na etimi agina it that's the good news about it omo na omo play mischief omo twan tro omo keka nsem say yaton no ade no yehu ba bia efiri ena mo time no kra na over 200 acres ena mo twa say yemfa ma abusua no but ene de ente santi wo hwa ani nyina no mu no meka say aban protecting the sanctity of the forest a contention ya abai ena mimi who said the next week abano and as a twist na abano yenhwe se ebia in order to avoid any ebia no me gidi say we no afi na pie because first time I meet osufo no kra no say omo ye on this network. It afin as ade no astart ya eboba. It let's hasten slowly and even giving it out to the whole family. Say na be ya won fan koma omo na obi ochena bi nso na obi aba, even though they wrote all these petitions from over the years. I'm yet to listen to Prince Derek J. Okay. Akwana in 2007. Or koshe your friend say committee bia omo fra omo your friend say Gadangbe youth. Almost say President Kufo untutu ni dan free your friend saying
Jubilee House.
There be a Joel baby and fee anything.
Oh, okay.
Oh, free your friend say Accra mu hiano Accra hane na keka ho a omo tutu ayampia owie ya man deputy CEO and Mills Mahama no maintain and kabio minim his take on these things. Prince Derek J. minim oni Oula Mangote. You remember those days? Gadangbe Yufa omuye up to now Gadangbe Yufa yeti omonka. Eti e twa omo so.
But omo da so ho.
Sir,
Gadangbe Yufa.
Prince Derek J. omo na leaders any Oula Mangote.
For a certain period.
Yes. But me sure say and now yako position omo opposition eyi abai enche bia Robert omonka ombe start aka ho answer, but in all no make say Abuja is clear in his mind or say gabai penny bia ento asase wo ho yemfa asase no kra enche omonse na ehu se omoton ama obi ananse obi ato ni nyina ne se ade na eda ho no road map na eda ho na CEO na committee no, because we Mike Hammer fortunately Abeka said the minister ne kan ye ne nukuru trodo.
And the was say nya nukuru on cancer.
Oh, I listened to him on Joy FM.
And the permission many na din komo ha was on cancer na mischief more twisty asem.
I listened to him on Joy FM. Yes, me say me tie no.
And me so me choose an opaya before osu hene ne de.
Okay,
me ne kasa.
So onu na innovating sa committee no meboa.
Yes,
inu safu no so ejitu mu say ampa ni time and the committee ne baye. Inu safu also never said say committee no anka say omoma compensation. I listened to him as well on Joy FM yesterday. And to say be offer inu safu so because ono started with the committee because of the two petition no under Kufo.
Yeah.
And on starting with the committee, and there is no doubt about that. Again, Inusa Fuseni say committee report now, and Abu implement no, and also there is no doubt about what is in there. The only thing Inusa Fuseni can say 200 acres now, can say committee in can say inform Maomono. He signed it, but he does not remember. One can say no, he doesn't remember say or sign anything more than 100 acres. But one can say and no cre, but also on a sign, but one kai say the sign no na a bro 100. And I can say any uncle shimuna of Sambrana on Becca. So it is clear, say a buying any bibia on toward. That is the bottom line.
All right. I want to make that say, Mamma Beauty, so Emremo for 10 minutes. Now, be my intel.
Did come a chair NDC Kuma a walk gun and Titro, and I'm saying this year a mass action based grassroots party, you know. Party fap empire will be one a branch. And party be for limited registration. And to be now per se, said the NDC ya corner, so bar said ya fina ya grown a brano. Obia and now per party as I say no more call or no post a MPP. It's MPP who are corner from. And no bisaga na offer baby alpha bill my sorry fee mocks for a year sena what to say a bo it debi o Joma Hama debi or share sorrow ho. In fact, Obiatis annual penu biesa.
As I your mother's bo.
Now the cook among for cry John 3:16 at the rough. Mrs. Udre Yasne the San Siswa, once an MPP for no ya. And to be BLNDC, our from Messer, awa, Casamam, awa, count dear my time, or dear tro, New Yana Wabum, bow the roof of party whom I'm Mamma Tom drew, or Tom dear ye. Now, dear Dennis said, she sent this year very, very attractive. In fact, the brand equity of NDC as a political party is Coca-Cola. Into be beer or Ghana, but beer or Shebia so bono, I have for Bono East Ashanti, Greater Accra, Volta region, bon tem quadro card because you see, Yes, here teacher Abetiana Chano. The national leadership of the party said the NDC yesterday about power na ichinipa man for and the NDC yes a mistake ni bill. What done a better wabomu. And it's a say opese NDC ba power 2024. It start from today. Maybe they are two men who say from that joining NDC 14 December 2020 copying say there beto abano. Every day is a campaign day. Because there's a communal labor be a day anima 7 December 2024. So communal labor no a communal labor of change. But communal labor be answer akandia a deco. Wheelbarrow, pickers, cutlasses, shovels, Wellington boot. In the side akandia they called 2024 elections no a sacrifice, commitment, devotion, loyalty, on transamayan tom petty no. Into be bianan send this ya ho den branch no. Obi bia wo MPP out there will say party na tete apan sam aye careful da aye tintin aye patapa party say amanfo say MPP gino national patapa party o nti obi bia audio say national patapa party nya akono no and this say bra na e be di wo ye de ensam obi amra because it was said December 7 2024 na ye resounding one-third victory. Fast forward meaning say come what may, there will be an internal contest in NDC. My humblest plea is that yes, and Kraman talk quite mass who hear the above from Boko. You're making sure, say, Yankee Kai who to the phone and say, Moja be pray. Because you see, I will say to me, a party give birth to a government, but a government doesn't give birth to a party. Yeah. And to be our NDC membership, you're making sure, say, your branch executive, ward executive, zone executive, constituency, regional to national, no, Ombeye and Krufwa, Ombeye committed for the battle ahead. Because you see, I know a lot of people have presidential ambition, flabbership ambition, but you see, yes, society that why I'm finding a better and quality. Tyson Fury in the can say in life, fighting people with record is tough. In NDC now, Nipa Bakwan a record, a man is superweight champion, John Dramani Mahama. In as much as I believe and respect the personal ambition of some individuals, no, I reservedly believe, say, presenting John Dramani Mahama will make our victory non-negotiable. Okay. You can present a report. Benson can do it. Global Info Analytics can do it. But the job day ground. Fast forward.
Bruh, Achimota first.
Oh, man. Yeah, first one say American you. When this first one say American. But someone say me friend this a could require you. Until me what 10 minutes. One say, what kind Ghana yen Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources? You will land use and special authority under the ministry. Yeah. Or more purpose into special planning. And me as a member of the NDC, in the year 2013, it is true, the NDC government then issued an executive approval. And listen to the word though, executive approval, not instrument. You see, the awa, minu awa kanina no, ayemfuntro no tugu amanfo. The very moment a mampani be issue ye executive instrument, no, it changes something. What is the heading? What is the heading of that executive instrument? You are seizing something and reclassifying something. Eye brofo. Sebi you be a one classroom dano. Se ka se seize bibia, what does it mean? And the ka se reclassify, what does it mean? What the NDC did is this. One, NDC who said Oko wiase afane nyina forest reserve and ecotourism and park income generating venture. Okay. All over the world. Oko Kenya ko Tanzania. I've been to Uganda. Oko Moyoyo Resort Park makoho. In fact, mampanyi no tisu ne Yoweri Museveni hono kojojo na home. Is the one of the biggest park in Africa and in the world. In fact, a resort utimi the car famwa o petrol crabesa. Ewo lakes, ewo beaches, ewo resort, a park. I don't much that creative. Ewo Uganda. I have been there twice. Me call 2017, 2018 because a idea come out and then come boom the year. Now, what the NDC taught and says, "Sa ecotourism na a generating revenue in that part of the world." Yemfa bimra Ghana. And an approval was given to Akan Capital Limited. Say, only develop place into ecotourism park. Said ye be income generating venture. National creating numa. And now buy you know. Wo buy be sane yi I-144. The MPP and said you be a kobo krono na watching no osum. No see masa. Minyandu hemo amemfa de nkoto. That is what they have done. Simplicity. What the MPP government did under the Achimota Forest Reserve, and they say, Obiako wiade no osum. Now they touch ya tono so na watching. What you know say masa on say me nyen lighting ma me san fan koto baabi am fa no ya chemo mo ye den ya chemo Occupy Ghana be kasa and Occupy Ghana position is they don't support any move by the government. They should stop it.
Kofi Bentel.
Yes. And Occupy Ghana is tilted towards MPP. Nobody can denounce that. Occupy Ghana, who were the founders, current finance minister was a ringleader. Go check the past videos. PMC, Precious Mineral Marketing Company, the founder, Kwesi Wios and Wine, or founder, no, CEO for PMC. So Occupy Ghana principally tilted towards MPP. And then, yes, it's a cocoa future because the denchime when you chinye. Munkro for modi mu ba ban mu kire se kwati kwan mu pese mo fa so no wrong. In the year 2013, don't make any slightest mistake to compare the NDCA to the MPP because NDC say yen converting it to ecotourism yen creating nyuma in ecotourism no un develop you. Park na wo ye. Into bon se ubetuma si hotel wo inside ubetuma create akwan ubetuma anya ne nwe ubetuma anya na wo zoo betumi abam mfaso ebeba no say ebema tourist attraction abagana ebe generate revenue. It will put Ghana on the map of Africa and the world.
Then the question will be, so what is the component of the forest reserve? The forest naga said that in the womb.
Good. One say and actually say obi a ohwe metie me no. And who say I'm giving the difference between what the NDC in 2013 did and what the MPP is trying to do in 2022 ayachi omo. NDC the NN say a reserve. And in Ghana we have 265 forest reserves in Ghana for the records. According to Land Use and Spatial Planning Authority, no, in Ghana as we speak today, there were a little over 200 forest reserves in Ghana. Bigger ones, smaller and medium ones. Okay, in Aboma, over 200. And then the NDC 2013 say, JDM gave us executive approval, said, yen redesign into ecotourism park. Ecotourism park, but for so bad at the Brahman. One, Ghana will Ministry for Tourism and Creative Art, meboa.
Yeah.
And they work Ghana Tourism Authority. So they created ecotourism, they creating numa, an income generating venture. Even the surrounding and the security of the forest will be guaranteed. What they all buy also there be. I am seizing and classifying to redevelop it. Can you compare that one to NDC, Mr. Remo?
But what would that one mean?
That one would mean, sir.
Someone who plan and no better saying.
It's an executive approval given. It's in some of my can you Occupy Ghana across 30 or press release in said the NDC in 2013 was to put up an ecotourism park reserve near the hono. At a point, me who say Saudi ecotourism a dance so be converting to residential and commercial usage or zoning.
And you think say no buying person.
And no more
you be good yes.
Let me tell you. Here. Mumien fast damma the media in Ghana. Me boma baso. Fanasa no penka, Kessben and discuss it, joy and discuss it, peace and discuss it, power and discuss it. Wouldn't they have gone ahead to do it? PDS by media for the chiomo. Ade bia by we ya media for the chiomo say twem na bonten so for asum. Omonyin tum say MPP suban so bia wakobo kro no wosum na wache no. Woche na o say oh what we want to tell them is say, in the NDC we believe in ecotourism. Don't forget to say ne a buying in a Mawiasia Fana or Glasgow Conference of Scotland and say COP26. Who cooperates to fight climate change. First, down the over 200 forest reserve in Ghana. No, almost it's a climate change fighting agenda. Man, one forest reserve in Greater Accra bigger than Achimota Forest. Oko UK, they have a high park. Oko America, they are there. Argentina would be bear and Obibu be say a wise old man is the one who plant a tree under whose shade he will not enjoy. A wise man, a wise old man is that old man who plant a tree under whose shade he will not enjoy. And so you are inching to your 80th year. Now Baba sign executive instrument 144. Who catch a Ghana for say Achimota Forest has since 1927. Akra na do ne enwu wo wa penso nko ano ade bia wo sesa no ene wo ba ya gold wa sesa no wo be so de ya japa ene wo ba ya ajapade forester ebo promote climate change fight no eno so be change na do aden na wo pese o ye Ghana teka nafa ena ye kase wo fa ba bia
from Maakye
Messi from me ba me lande Ofa ba bia de mbrewafo mabunu kan say Akufo-Addo obani din de tekanafa. What kind of tekanafa government is this? Wo de ade bia obeto ya efe no wo person say no na woko. Ghana mabunu the media me dam asese krono na nka MPP aban ebo no match your life and colored. Basa krono we the NDC must krono we. Yeah there. We were ready to convert it to ecotourism park. In Canvaso de beba say 1. Ebema yen tourism profile across 2. Ebe creating ma 3. E di sikapudu obraban no. The na people say no. E ye nipa kuma bi na nanka ebe benefit. Enti you obi a
when you question no. I was asking you said the component of the forest in there what say e den. Forest in ya na ye hu ni bibia de na wo.
Meba o. Ghana say Forestry Commission. Oh, don't underestimate my intelligence, please. Got any Forestry Commission? Any Forestry Commission? Yeah, almost said anything. Has Forestry Commission come out to tell Ghanaians say that forest reserve is irrelevant? Let me tell you. I will school you here. So who took one buchra? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What do you mean by I don't understand? Who took one buchra? Forest reserve. Fight climate change. You see, let me tell you, people that catch that will say, Achimota forest need the whole or take climate change fight as it. And you won't see us yet. Me, I'm an agriculture, me, agriculture. Wouldn't the ama, Oko, Sebi, Kronki Tom and Sultan. And a forest, and two, beside sa, Achimota forest and fast one saying, a Brockraman and Sultan because you see, tree biano, home, carbon dioxide, and they give out oxygen.
Yeah.
And he say you greater Accra. Now you was sat a hectare of land, parcel of land that dawa. In faso e man say, and from a born in a bit me na my from a papa. And it about the culture also no be redeveloper. Or no name the essence of environmentalism. I did geography the university. Geography better will say forest reserve who said that ho na ye no yan kase enim faso.
Okay.
Forest reserve so faso no say Emma Timenfonia from a papa home.
Okay.
My degree in geography taught me this. You don't tell me, sir, I don't understand.
Thank you very much. BOT bringing us to 23 minutes after 9. Yes, I will be meeting.
And some now build the no. Anka wan kasabranke ye. Because go and check the executive the approval by former President Mahama. Was it? Young granted land in the farm periphery no. Kwaya na aka na yefanya ecotourism. Young bubu ni yani nyina firi ho. So it not be forest reserve again. Won't you say? Was see what the amount 99 years lease for that your friends periphery no. Dia kanu yemfanya ecotourism. Young bubu ni yani firi ho nte ho no enye forest reserve biom. And yenye say ya stop company na ebeye ecotourism no. Baby a former President Mahama e grantee wo no yen jama mo na yen protect your forest no yen dua nuane bi nka ho ye wia onwan de onti ase. That's what make us say even the basis of ensam na work no onti ase what in ignorance ni wure mu a na wo chirechiri mu a eno say make us anka wan chire mu anka ye
because that would be too personal on
personal
his
because
ignorance in which sense
there be onti ase ana brofono ebia brofono okay say make us
what you saying
dear you can say ye wo ho ne say me say tie minister no your friend say an explanation pursuant to the said executive approval the forestry committee under or acting on behalf of the then president Mahama 3 leases executed in September 2013 granted these portions of the forest reserve to Owo family for the term of 99 years. The family then sub-registered. After that, subsequently, the commission also executed a lease agreement with the company in February 2016. It was me BBA, no. Ye the choir na akano. What the your friend saying, we no family no. What the assassino say yam from momo. Na choir na akano. Yen tutu na yen fanya ecotourism. And na will be saying say at the end of you were asking him that question. O person will draw attention say what kind de no. O hwe uye nhwehwemu e wa kire a utimi hu say ecotourism a omo ye no mo be say forest no. Yen say de former President Mahama and omuye hu krata ye bibia no yen grante ehɔ no na yen protect the sanctity of the forest na yen make sure say baby enua ni no yen dua nnua why na yewia na asase aban be na ebesai between obia wodi asase na ma family no na osan tutu na waye ecotourism ye baby ye betime esisisi adan ketenketen bi wo mu ni na keka ho eni obia o say ye zoo ewo achimota forest ho ye onua ewo ho ye betime dua na hweko ke university sa eyina ewo ho no kwaye na ewo ho no
yeah
enua no nkwa na nkrokọ hwekora tueska de bia obefa obia na nipa go
and no friend is saying
we friend say sa
can that be considered as an ecotourism site?
They
compared to the Legon Botanical Gardens and so aye.
Yes.
Opposite your friend is saying KFC how to main road.
Yes.
How do you classify that area?
I do not know because me need that technical know-how. No. But what I know, and they say the Atiwa forest. What I say, send it on. Who say who is ano? And crofo ba ebi rao. Ekoshe your friend say new species in the kekao. Even the Achimota forest in near or
but say you can see ecotourism, it doesn't take away that fact because a place like Kakum National Park,
yes,
admire that leverage.
Exactly.
Yes, but in the
when you see ye remaining as forest reserve, essence of Accra reserve near saying within Accra Baku.
Okay.
It's Yambubune Fanyano, your friend say, Ube from my papa now, see a bedroom. You better home from a papa view.
Because my understanding of the ecotourism no does not mean say ye bubunia.
Ye babu be afro,
ye bubunia.
Ye babu be afro, you quite. We are rather ye babu be afro, ye you quite. Ama, your friend say, ya be uncrophobic juju or more in a kickout. Ube there, without doing that. But foresty, ye see ye Diana a binihon. Yes, sign up protect the sanctity. It's the
okay.
It's the implementation of the your friends say, but it will be S&D maybe by say Ocean Accra lands now. For your friends say Osufo and Ekuta sa we areas no Labadi for Ekuta Legon any Madina any area any keka hunti sana omo enchiche ni che we start here no
according to traditional ruling no any almost two enclave
no yes
okay me that say yeah but the other issue be oti be ba quick one yeah but public procurement authority me ba also say ya wo so na me wi ba public procurement papa no ora ajenim boatin eje some time ago obeka ya investigation about contract for sale any the akika ka ho nyina no we were told say abanye freezing the bank account nyina but information reaching us say wono agasa no wa clear account ni mu nyina and there is nothing for the government to even freeze in the first place. Special prosecutor I prefer a year about 17 charges and a day bono from next week prosecution no a bit to me ashas here because my more 5 minutes in a mintio.
Choice of words are very critical and important.
Yes, I'm a kind watching us and beauty.
No, me about me. Oh, allow. Mami coin I mean making me. One say me I always believe saying democracy no. Only obi nyanya they tool you how to adopt your civility in your communication. Me in say nya babia na atnacho I did geography in my first year. And we were taught through forest reserves, ecotourism, obi oye geography in the University of Ghana in the American. That's my first degree. And I understand the topics now. We're made to go to spatial planning and land use. Colleagues are. Oh, please, when you were talking, I didn't interject. Please. When you are talking, I don't interject. What issue? Me colleagues are money first degree no. And no more land. Because we hear geography, you get a better understanding of the land use and its demarcation. And the message say bahana kasa. There's a bigger platform. And our choice of words is very important. You see, executive instrument and out AEI 144. Me can't hear the name or say forest cessation of forest reserve instrument 2022. That is the heading. And then I'm show you. There is a document from the presidency and it's Obianti Forest Cessation of Forest Reserve Instrument 2022.
So the underlying word is
cessation. So don't come and play around West. Don't play around West. This is an executive instrument from your government, not my government. And the MPP government is telling Ghanaians that they are going to seize it. And you only in then this now MPP now cast a reviewer almost a council. And cessation will also just a redevelopment. Obi a utie mi a wo hwe me no. Executive instrument a eba abonten no. Title that so a cessation of forest reserve. Case closed. You can't sit here no more than 5 minutes. You can't sit here and redefine what your president ought to do. I think somebody misled the president. Be a document no sign, you know. Or man who the heading. Because to be our legal background, legal drafting is important. And son of man penny be a sign document, you know, it goes through about 3 reviews. Is the presidency telling Ghanaians to say cessation when who are Fanisa with the NDC crown called ecotourism. Did we put up an executive name to say yes, Sizino? If I say, Obo Crown only a chewa, man finance a solace with the NDC.
Okay.
The NDC never did that, will never do that, and we can't do that.
people.
One away executive instrument out there, Bob on say, who seize a forest reserve? Did NDC do that?
Correct him.
Ecotourism is far better than seizing it.
Forest reserve.
Ecotourism. Community of Tourism and Creative Arts. Now, people take call Uganda.
Missy.
Okay, now ecotourism. We are the mine. What must say? So what mine? Now, be catch there will say, okay, forest be at the home pine. Ecotourism, no, you still have about 60-70% in trees.
Forest again.
What year the trees? I will say
with trees.
Please, I say at time the MPP few Sagan Obi and Kusku. But sebi. Dokuna to watch man Kusku and Nimsa Ben. Men table for crowd here. I know cessation means to end something.
What is this?
Cessation means what?
Hold on to straw.
For where SHS.
You did.
And untina Ghana for 2 about NDC 2016. We are Ghana in our Shemia. DNA ma Ghana for San La 2 about NDC. It is because the first ABN NDC and Yamabi and Fata. And this said the NDC and Yano. Who are when you to me ne? Now bet what the bonus so then you go into opposition. Okay, and this is Ghana. And then we have ecotourism. And this is Ghana for your madam.
I was just looking for the dictionary definition for cessation.
Good.
I mean, King way or say
that
the
would be
fact
on a
please
or process of ending or being brought to an end.
Period. It Mampani instrument no the abano. It was to end a Chimota Forest Reserve. Man metna hands and read man can because the person yana when support to push na it won't wash. The presidency executive instrument simplicity no was to end a Chimota Forest. And this year NDC say ya de bone and enya eno na ma Ghana for kosan like 2 about year 2016-2020 entinne se won waba now we see at the bone obeto so then you are worse than the NDC and say we are Ghana ni na wo hwemia in 2024 the option is yours
afa na ka say ye to aso
you
see ecotourism
na ma Ghana for 2 about year NDC
ma company ni nye
but cessation means what?
We will seize that. Ecotourism.
Right? Thank you, gentlemen. PP and Komodo Mami and me time.
I know that you. Let me tell you. Me metna han kan dia ebe wasting part time. Who doesn't know San Another is a clearing agent? Ghana for muntie me you. Yachi obi se wa bomma ne krono. Through Yoko, FIC, Attorney General, you see a freezing account. If I see an account, I am told it was about 41 million Ghana or US dollars. I don't know the actual currency note, whether Ghana or US dollars. We are Ghana in the wood. I buy or see about the fight corruption.